Next one's Luann. Okay, so about five or 6 years ago, ARIA, Asian Real Estate Association of America, had its global and luxury summit in Hawaii. And I said, Hawaii? Okay, yes, I'm going, sign up. I was probably like a 4-year age, and I was like, hey, I want to sell luxury. How do you do that? So that's why I signed up to go to the workshop, to the summit in Hawaii. Can't complain about that. I came into the first workshop late. Certified International Property Specialist, the CIPS session, and Luann was the person sitting next to me. So I took probably 2.5 years to finish that certification. I took the longest way possible. I took 1 class in Hawaii, 1 class in Miami, 1 class in San Diego, and the last 2 in San Jose. You can take it all in 1 week. I just took 2.5 years to do it. So that's when I met Luann, and Luann was this petite little Japanese girl, and she's from Sacramento. I didn't know she was from California. So that's how I met Luann. She is a star performer now, Luann Shikasho. Okay, slides are coming.
They're on cue?
There we go.
Okay, my name is Luann, and it's really great to be here. Go. Going fast. Okay, you, as his real estate agents, have the power to change someone's financial future, and we can influence their family wealth for generations. Wow, you guys, what a cool opportunity. And I hope that you guys remember that this is really what it's about, is helping these people, and they're creating generational wealth. And I want you to remember that, embrace that responsibility, because it can make a difference to a lot of people's lives. And if you can get that feeling in you, just knowing what you're doing, people will respond, and you'll get really great things. Like, I get a lot of reviews if you look me up online, and referral business. Right now, 13 years in the business, most of my business is referrals. This week alone, I got 5 referrals, and 1 recurring client that's going back to buy another house. So, let's go. So there is a great change in technology. I totally appreciate that. We've got Zoom, FaceTime, DocuSign, mobile notaries. We don't ever even have to see our clients. Yay! Okay, no, I'm just joking, because I do a lot of my work through referrals. And through COVID, I found out, especially because I'm older, and I started out older, I was like, this is so cool. I can make this great excuse, take advantage of the fact that I'm older, and I make all my younger agents go show homes because they didn't want me to die, right? I told them that. Like, you don't want me to die, right? So you go out and you go see all the clients, and I'll just sit home. And I sat home in my pajamas and sweats, and I worked, and checks kept rolling in. It was super cool. But I kind of, started to miss the people. And 2 years into it, I really do miss people, I found out. So I'm nervous too, Anna. Thank you. So don't just use this as an excuse. Remember that we still need to make that connection. And even since COVID, I have made some awesome friends and clients for life. And that's what I wanted to talk to you all about, is that these people that you're meeting can be your clients for life. The personal connection cannot be underestimated. It is so much easier, cheaper. The cheaper part is important, people. It's way cheaper and more fun. I have fun. I could probably retire now. Yes, I could. But I'm having fun doing what I do. And so I get a lot of referrals, and I just keep having fun with my clients.
So we found Luann on Yelp, and she had sold a home around the corner from us.
And I was renting at the time, not thinking I would ever be able to not rent again.
And when I was ready to buy my first house 5 years ago, I knew who to call.
She showed us other houses in the neighborhood, comparables, what they were going for, and she showed us what was unique about our house and what helped our house sell.
And when you're making the most expensive transaction you're going to do as an adult, it's important to have an agent that you can trust.
She came to our home, and she was really warm, and she was super sharp. She had great ideas for us.
She never left a stone unturned, and the transaction that we did was perfect for me. I got the house I wanted, which I'm still in now.
She knows all the contacts, people to help stage it, clean it, financing.
We sold for well over what we were, expecting, even in our dream scenario.
When I was ready to not only buy my first home, but then later on sell that home and buy my second home, she was my agent every step of the way.
Luann's the best. Like, I've interviewed other realtors and there's no one like Luann. She's super sharp, she's super on top of her game, and she cares for people. She wants you to succeed. She wanted everyone to succeed.
Hey, none of that was staged. I didn't prep. I had no idea how that was gonna turn out. But if you hire a good video person and you just send them out when you're having a party with your clients.
So we found Luann on Yelp and she...
So anyway, that was not staged. It was professional. I got somebody to do that. That thing turned out so great. It was like, I didn't even tell them what to talk about. He just found the pieces, stuck it together, and these are 3 of my past clients that said really nice things about me. I did buy them lunch, yes. But we're having lunch with the Okay, and if you don't want to do professional, and I get that, because this thing costs like $200 and lunch for a bunch of people. But anyway, if you don't want to do that, here's the other opportunity that I hope you're taking advantage of. Closings. Get a younger agent or any agent that wants to go with you and just say, hey, let's go give the keys out. This is great. I call it the key ceremony. It's a celebration. When I get to give those keys, even though I don't do as many buyers now because I do have a team, I want to celebrate this win, especially in this market in Sacramento. It's so difficult to get into a house, right? So I ask clients if they want to say anything about their closing or their agents. That would be me. And so you'll see this couple that's coming up, I'm going to show you. They're a little bit older. I didn't expect anything. I thought actually, they're from India, and I thought they were going to be shy. But it made the best video ever, and I had no idea what was going on. Go ahead, let's cheer. Ready? Cheer! Yeah! I thought we were going to cheer.
Thank you.
That was great. You're charming.
It is great experience. Luann and Rod. You are amazing. Absolutely, both of you amazing team.
You are a great team. Thank you. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible.
Yes, wouldn't have been possible, especially what all we went through. Yes.
Dream come true.
Absolutely. Good job.
Wow, that's funny. So you totally never know. I was just gonna have them cheer with me, and I thought that was gonna be awesome, but man, I made a commercial right there. So, next one. Our key ceremonies are a celebration of home ownership, and I like to make it a big deal, and I used to do these huge ice chests and put all this stuff in it, but they're consumables, and it was a ton of work, and since I sell more and more homes, I have come to, next, thank you. We use branded keychains now, we do my branded signs, of course. My assistant actually makes these for me like the night before when I'm like, oh my God, it's keys tomorrow, please make a sign with their name on it. And the kids get signs. And the other one thing, the biggest thing is the Japanese chef knives, because I actually used to sell those before, and they are designer, and the French Laundry uses them. But I give one of those, and they are like a conversation starter, and hopefully they last forever for the people, so they're not consumables. So that was another thing I've learned is let's keep something that's going to stay in their house for a really, really long time that's special versus an ice chest with wipes in it. Anyway, next. We make a really concerted effort to stay in touch with our database. I do use send out cards. I would highly recommend checking it out. you can see when COVID hit, I decided to send 500 cards to my database. And the cool thing about it is that this, you can print this out like this, and then we have a template and my real signature just goes on it. It's very awesome. And I do things like send Halloween cards because that's kind of special. How many Halloween cards does everyone get every year? 0. Well, my clients get a Halloween card every year. And see that same signature on it? Because it's got it in the system, and I just stick my signature on there and write some little words, and there it is. So that's what we do, and there's another one from the year before. This was during COVID, and I had a lot of friends say that they opened the Halloween card and they thought, well, I got nothing else to do, I'm gonna play this little game. or they saved it for when they got to see their kids again when COVID lifted, so they had that card sitting on their desk for like 2 years, right? So that was pretty awesome. These cards also have your branding on the back of them. So it's kind of cool because my logo is on the back of these cards, and especially when the card sits on your desk for 2 years, it's very awesome. Oh yeah, so every year I also send out the small magnetic calendars. I don't do the Christmas cards, I do these, put a personal note in it, and again, it's the thought that I want to be there for more than 5 minutes or 5 seconds. If they just throw it directly into the garbage immediately, that doesn't do me much good. So I have been using these for 12, 14 years, I think, and it's amazing what you will see. So I went to a listing appointment. This is literally just cracked me up because I walked into a listing appointment. I have not seen them for 7 years. It's the house I got them into, but I walked in their house and I surreptitiously from the corner thought, oh my God, this is hilarious. I am on their refrigerator 4 years in a row. I was like, I think I got this listing. I got this. And I did get the listing, by the way. So anyway, you never know. It was pretty funny when I saw that. Next. The other thing that we've been doing recently is for the buyers of that year, giving them a ornament for their tree that says Home Sweet Home, and then the year that they bought the home with me. And of course my branding is on the back of that ornament. And then they take it out every year and talk about buying that house. So remember me, people. Next. Okay, this is kind of a weird one, but
That's cool.
I'm supporting my, I have 2 farmer friends in the community, and I probably buy more pumpkins and watermelons from these 2 guys. Actually, the pumpkins, I was thinking he was gonna bring me small ones because he said they were $5. He bought me the biggest, ginormous pumpkins. He brought it in a truck, and 4 of us had to unload 100 pumpkins. It was crazy. That was my Mercedes SUV, and that's only 25 of the pumpkins. I could not fit 75 pumpkins in my car, so. But we passed them out, we put little tags on them, passed them out, and I got to see a bunch of my old clients, and then I had them on that bucket list. I had them send kids pictures of their kids so we could put it on Facebook of their kids playing with the pumpkins. And they were often the biggest pumpkins that they had in their house. And then the green watermelons are a Japanese special imagination watermelon. So then these are all conversation starters. Just have them talk about you.
Is the watermelon a summer pass out?
It's a summer pass out, yeah. So anyway, we're talking about why do all this extra work? What's it all for? Because much of the work you do as a real estate agent is just about buying and selling houses, but the fact of the matter is that half of the people are going to find their agent through someone they know. They're going to ask people, who do you know that's a good agent? You want them to remember you. And a lot of times people will, well, I had a really good agent, but I can't remember who it was. Well, my people are going to remember who I am because I'm chasing them all over the place on social media, bringing pumpkins. I mean, you know, come on. You got to remember me. So with Christmas ornaments, I think will help. We've only been doing that for about 3 years, but anyway. Next. So there's some more statistics there talking about the fact why you would want to be the referral agent, the agent that they review. I've been doing a lot of social proof by getting reviews. Don't neglect that personal relationship with your clients. Remember that you really are helping them. If you get passionate about helping them, they're going to recognize that. I talk to my clients more often than I should, probably, but just doing it all electronically, you're not going to build that bond. They want to see that you care about them. So I make sure, I have it on my calendar actually. Reach out to all my sellers day, 2 hours here. Reach out to all my buyers day, 2 hours here, because I'm awfully busy. I did 82 transactions last year. So I'm pretty busy. That's me and my buyer's agent one. But I put that in my calendar to block that time to call them just to check in, because even though nothing's going wrong with their transaction, that's all they're thinking about. And when you go for more than a week without even talking to them because you think everything's fine, that's not good. You're missing the chance to connect and just, hey, everything okay? Everything's going so smooth. I'm so happy. Hope you are too. Any concerns? Just check in with your clients. Make sure they know you care. Okay. Yeah. So I set the stage from the get-go that our goal is to make you so happy with our services that you'll refer us at least two members of your family or friends before we close escrow. I want them to know that that is our goal, that we're trying to make you happy. We're trying to do this. And I also tell them half jokingly, half not, throughout the transaction when something goes right, like, oh, all the inspections are good, or, the appraisal came back perfect. And then I'll say something like, or especially after we negotiate a request for repairs and we get it all ironed out, I'll say, oh, that is such a great thing that just happened. Don't forget, we're going to ask you for a review at the end, and you can mention that part. So I actually do a little bit of coaching, because people get really busy, especially when they're just closed on a home. So we want to just let them know that it's super important to our businesses and our livelihoods. I'm telling you, it makes a difference to get those reviews at the end. So fortunately, a lot of my clients are willing to do that. I have to bug them a little bit sometimes, but we are watching you. Write that review, please. Next.
Didn't you win Rate My Agent?
Yes, I did. I'm going to show you that. Yes. Okay. So I do also, everyone knows that I donate to referral program. I mean, when they refer me a client, I make a donation to the senior services and or the food bank. Next. What am I doing here?
You're sending me a pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah. So that was one of our client giveaways. We did pumpkin pies, and it was cool because we had 90 people say they were going to come and pick up pies, but we also got to email and call 500 clients to say, hey, we're giving away pies. I was shocked. I saw people that I have not seen in 10 years, but they came to my office, so in 3 hours, I got to talk to 90 past clients. It turned out super awesome. If you want to know how to do that, it was so easy, and it was awesome, and I had my 3 guys, agents, go pick up those pies in the morning at Costco, and people actually stopped them and said, are you Luann? Are you buying those pies for Luann? Because they just knew. So I use HomeBot as an email system to keep in touch. If you want to know more about that, I really highly suggest this. This keeps us at the forefront of being the expert on their home values and how they can use their home value.
Bless you.
And my lender does pay for part of that, for his own branding. Next. Okay, so I really believe that if you show joy and passion for the work that we do as realtors, we will be rewarded richly, like beyond your wildest dreams. And for me, 13 years ago, I had no idea what I was going to do. I had not done this for a very, 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 very long time. I ended up getting divorced and coming home to my country, which was America. I lived in Japan and Brazil, and I had 2 kids to raise. And I had a degree in speech pathology and audiology. And I went back and I needed a license again. And what they told me was I needed 2 years of grad school and 2 years of prereqs done over again, which as a single mom with 2 kids was like, okay, that's gonna take me 8 years. And what am I supposed to do? So instead, I became brilliant and thought, I know, I'm gonna get a license in real estate because that takes no college, no experience, no anything. That was brilliant. My family was all a little bit skeptical, but I was determined. And these are all pictures of just the joy and the passion that we can share with everyone. And then what happened? So this is proof. I got Agent of the Year award this year. How cool is this? I got a ginormous crystal. Ginormous. It's really heavy. And they are actually sending me out to New York City. They're paying for everything. That does not happen normally. Normally it ends at this little statue, but they're paying for me to fly out to Inman, 2 $1,200 tickets to the conference, hotel, airfare, and I get to hang out with all the winners of the states and the regional, and this year I got national. So.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
I think it was because they told me I had an 80% review rate on my over 150 transactions that I did in the last 2 years. So 80% is pretty tough, guys. You gotta be a little bit like a bulldog. Just keep asking for that review. So what I know for sure is that we are helping change lives through what we do, and by doing it well, we show our clients that we care. I've changed my own life, my children's life, and all the agents that partner with me in a very, very big way. And I just really hope that you too can find a way to make an impact on this world and leave a legacy. And you can really do that in real estate. And I never even ever dreamed that I could be up here speaking and showing off my crystal statue.
That's not the only crystal you have.
Now you've got a lot of crystals, but this one they actually gave me.
And she gets to go there.
Nice.
So thank you all so much. I also am ready to throw up in it.